Excuse me. Hello. Good evening. I'm sorry to intrude, but I noticed that your dance card had a space on it for the next number, and I was wondering if I might be so bold as to request the pleasure of your company for it. I, thank you. Charles. My name is Charles. It's all right. I know who you are. I'm quite surprised that your dance card wasn't full. Maybe people are intimidated to dance with someone so spectacular. No, I suppose a lot of them probably don't. They're all too busy with whatever other things high society people do. No. I'm not exactly a high society person myself. I just have a connection or two. I used to be an actor many a year ago. Then, well, there were complications. I'm in sound design now, though. Radio. I'm just over here consulting for a big project. That they're doing here in Hollywood, but yes, Mr. Horton, he's the head of a studio here, and he was keen for my consultation. I'm sounding like I'm fooling myself now. Goodness, sorry. I really I'm not anyone important at all, but I just. When I saw you, yeah, every time I watch you dance, I just became completely hypnotized. I confess, your elegance, your beauty, your oh, please, no, they're not empty words. Truly, you're magnificent, and you're very kind. I. Thank you. That's goodness. I feel like I should be blushing. Your words are so kind. I've always heard about how magnificent these Halloween masquerades were, and I wasn't expecting to see such talent. When I arrived, I thought I was going to be, well, a bit of a wallflower. No. There are a few ladies here who recognise me, as you may have noticed. I did my best to dance. I'm well. Obviously, no. I'm not a professional, so how could I possibly be as good as yourself? You, you are so young and pretty. This is the number. We should please, yes. You'll. Right, so I'll just put my hand in yours, if I may be so. Thank you, my dear. Can I say that? It's a bit. Yes. Okay. No, I'm just going to stay looking in your eyes, if that's okay. If I concentrate on my feet, I will no doubt. Stumble, and if I concentrate on you, I will become completely hypnotized, as I say. It will be yes, impossible for me to dance. It's just what happens when I see great beauty. Shall I say? Is that too much? But as I was saying, you're so young and pretty. Is professional dancing your plan forever, or well, I was just thinking there are well, as I said, I do have a contact or two here at the studios, and I can't help but think that someone with your grace and finesse could go very far on the silver screen if that was something you wished. Sorry, I sound like some strange person trying to impress you and be all yes. Well, no, I'm not trying to seduce you with promises of fame. Sorry, I'm just honestly just happy to dance with you, to be in your presence like this. It is truly magnificent. You really will have to stop saying things like that, or I am going to blush. I'm going to be very grateful for this mask soon. I do. Well, no. I live in the United Kingdom most of the time. I'm afraid. I'm only here for a few more nights, and then I have to return. And, well, it's a long journey, the old boat ride, as I'm sure you. Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe I assume you haven't. No, you haven't crossed the channel before, of course not. Well, channel, sea, herring pond, whatever we wish to call it. Goodness, that's very kind of you. And yes, it would be. It would have been splendid if we could have seen each other again. But no. Sadly, there are things that mean I must return to England, whether I wish it or not. But perhaps I could write to you. Would that be acceptable? I do dearly love a letter, both writing and receiving. It would be such a pleasure to receive something in your hand and send. Oh, thank you. Yes. No, after the dance, obviously. Then I promise we will exchange addresses before the night is over. That would be magnificent. Thank you. You've made me very happy. My darling, it's hard to believe it has been a year since I first wrote to you, and already your career is taking off like Billio. It does make me so happy when I see your name appear in the papers over here. I'm so glad that Mr. Horton has shown an interest in you. He is a good man at heart, if a little reclusive, and he is very influential. I'm afraid this will be the last letter I'm able to write to you for now, my darling. There have been some changes to the status quo here in the United Kingdom. Not anything I think you will have heard of. I wish I could explain it to you properly, but alas, that would be extremely unwise. Know that I would change that if I could. And until I am able to write to you again, I will be forever watching your continued rise from afar. I know you will continue to soar, my starlet, and reach heights that none of us could have ever dreamed of. All my love, Charles. Oh my! It is you, isn't it? Oh, goodness me! What a striking piece of luck! Yes, it is me. You're Charles. Well, goodness. No, I mean just Charles is okay. Oh my! I'm so. I did not know that you would be on this picture. Yes. I'm moving to Hollywood for the time being. Talking pictures, they're all the rage, don't you know? And of course, they need sound design for that. There's this wonderful process of creating the sounds this man, Mr. Foley, has come up with. I'm working with him. It's magnificent. It really is. And oh, I mean, I knew you were an actress. Of course, I've been watching everything you did. Yes, all of them. No, it was a fine picture, that one. No, I thought it was magnificent. And now, I mean, well, now we hear your voice as well, and I knew how well you would do. I always knew you would be a shooting starlet, as I said. But you're going to be. Yes. I mean, yes, I did obviously know that this was the studio you were tied to. And, of course, I hoped we might meet, but it has been so long, I thought, life would have moved on for you, my darling. Well, you're most kind to say so. I have a picture in the attic, so to speak. Trust me, I have aged a lot more than you're seeing. I'm quite sure. We yes, of course. They've almost finished setting up the shot, haven't they? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. To see you tomorrow would be superb, splendid, spiffing, marvelous, just marvelous. No, lunch sadly is not an option. My days are always so, yeah, full, and it's not important. But a late dinner, I could do, absolutely. I mean, I don't really eat much these days. It's a condition, but you don't want to know the details. It doesn't matter. But still, yes, that would be marvelous tomorrow night. Just after sundown would be marvelous. Yes, that would be fabulous. I will see you then here. Well, not here, not on the set, obviously, at the studio, but by the gates. Yes, please. No, I know this charming little place in Chinatown. That would be, yes. Let us do that. Such a beautiful night, isn't it? Yes, I always do enjoy our little walks on the beach like this. Los Angeles is one of the most beautiful cities. Always in such turmoil, though. Well, no, no, of course not. No, mostly but there's just that actually brings me to the thing I needed to talk to you about, my darling. I don't think we can keep doing this anymore. I hope I'm not being too presumptuous in saying this, but I believe that you feel the way that I feel for you, do you not? And there are circumstances that you're not aware of. We're from different worlds. In a way you could never understand, my love. And that's why that's why I'm so sorry. That I would it would no, darling, you mustn't. It would put you in danger, truly. It would. I can't explain. I'm not allowed. I'm forbidden. And to tell you would make it worse and make it more dangerous. I just know that. No. Truly, darling, no. It is too late. Anyway, I have taken a position at Pinewood Studios in London, and I'm to return to the United Kingdom to for our good, for our own good, for both of our goods, even if it may not feel that way. No, you must stay, darling. Hollywood loves you. You see, you're already there, darling, and the way things are moving, you're going to be taking over the whole city soon, I'm sure. Yes, yes, of course, my darling. I will keep writing to you. I will never stop. I will never stop writing and watching and worshipping you from afar. I promise. We may be separated, but I will. You will always live in me, and I will always be watching you, my darling. Please, don't cry. I yes. Let me at least. Yes, I'll walk us back to the street and get you a cab. Will always. You will always be my angel, my shooting starlet. My darling, I know, despite what I said, I have not written to you since that night on the wharf all those years ago. But I simply could not write and congratulate you on the award. I could not imagine anyone more deserving. Your incredible talent has been apparent to me since the night we met, and I'm so happy to see it recognised by the Academy the way it should. I have, of course, been continuing to watch you from afar, my darling. While my heart yearns for things to be different, I have accepted the way things need to be. One day, maybe, it will be safe for me to explain. To let you know why I had to leave, why we could only meet so late, and about that person who had such a hold on me that I cannot ever truly leave this cursed city. Know that I will keep watching and doing what I can to, as you surmised so correctly, but I never admitted, aid you from afar. Your guardian angel, as you said, seems too pure a title for me, but I will aspire to it, as I always have. All my love, Charles. My darling, being able to correspond with you again for these years has been such a delight. But I, of course, know now what it was you are unwilling to say over your last few letters. Know that I do not begrudge you, my love. Your husband-to-be is a fine man, and he will make you very happy. As I have said continually, despite how I have always felt, I cannot make you happy the way he shall. My life is no place for Hollywood's darling, and I would rather you always think of me as that man in the Masquerade. I would not wish you to see the monster behind the mask. I wish you all the happiness in the world for your new life. All my gratitude. Charles. My darling, when I heard the news in the papers, I had to write to you. I was confused that you would come to London for your retirement, but then I heard the rumour about your health, and well, Mr. Horton confirmed it for me. I am distraught to know this has happened to you, my darling, and I cannot imagine the pain that your husband and children must feel. I have, however, made some arrangements, and with your permission have arranged care for you at the best hospital in the country, and done what I can to ensure that your family will want for nothing. With your permission as well, I may make an attempt to visit you. I will explain to you what I could not for all those years. If you accept, send a reply. If not, I will understand and respect your wishes. All my love. Charles. Hello, my love. Oh, don't be silly. You look as beautiful as you always have. Yes, I can see you're surprised by my appearance, and it is true. I have not aged a day. I think maybe you're starting to suspect why, though. It's the same reason I've not been able to see you. The same reason we always met at night. The reason you've never seen me eat and I only drink red wine or what appears. Yes. My world is so different. It is the same world, but obviously, but so clandestine. There is this complex, antiquated feudal society that we all have to be part of if we're to survive, to keep things hidden. So many closely guarded secrets. It's our own kind of masquerade, I suppose, and I could not break it. I could not to risk you finding out what I was, or to my sire, the man who turned me, has a great deal of power, and the heir of the prince. It's what we call the ruler of the city. It's yeah, like I say, it's so antiquated, so silly. He would not allow me to be with you. You see, he wouldn't allow me to stay away for that long. Uh, and so you see, I could not do any more than I did, lest it would have put you in even greater danger. And I'm so sorry it has come to this, to me making this confession to you on your hospital bed, my darling. So, no, no, my love, I cannot do that. You, you do not want to be like I am. It may seem a solution to your problems, but the eternal night is not nearly as romantic as it may sound to you right now. And as I said, there are circumstances, there are laws, there are things I to to be together would make eternity easier. It is true. You have been my passion for so long, my rock, my hook to my humanity. A thing that keeps reminding me of how beautiful the world truly can be. I was not lying when I said that watching you would hypnotize me. Truly has a genuine effect on me. I often have to watch your movies several times before I even remember them, because I just become so entranced by what you do. Is that truly a world you would wish for yourself, my darling, forever? This is not some kind of extension. This is eternal. You, you are quite the temptress. You know that. things you say, your ideas are so appealing and romantic. I do not I do not wish to go against your desire if that truly you understand that your part in the world will be very different. You cannot continue your life when you are not able to be in the sun. Your family, your career, these things will all have to end. You will be dead as far as the world is concerned. But the beauty of you, the incredible work of art you are, will be preserved eternally, I suppose. I worry as well, for I do not have permission. As I said, it is a very strange system. But yes, darling, I do not care. I will face what consequences there are, and we shall be together. Then present me your neck, darling.
Awaken, 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 awake. Yes, 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 yes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, you need blood. You need blood. I understand. Do not worry. Do not worry. I have some for you right here. Here. No, I know. And drink, 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 drink. It's okay, my darling. It's okay. It is what happens to us all when we first awaken to our life. The beast inside, as some call it, takes over for a savage second. For you are hungry. I see already your humanity is returning to you. Yes. Yes, indeed, you are like me now. It is not as savage as the movies make it out to be. Nosferatu is rather a bad bit of propaganda, really. Although not intended as such, I don't think. But we'll not dwell on that. Perhaps there are those who do embrace the monster inside them. Those who fall that way after many centuries. But I am not one, you are not one. You will not be one, I know. There are many ways to feed in a way that is, well, more acceptable to a discerning palate, shall we say. There are humans who are aware of our existence, usually ones that have been fed by us. It's a complicated procedure and sounds a lot more nasty than it is. It is all very pleasurable in a very reciprocal manner. Well, as I believe you experienced last night, the feeling of being bitten is somewhat pleasurable. And that remains a way to get a tiny bit of blood, enough to manage for the night. You need not. Do not worry. I will teach you all of this, my love. But no, you need not drink someone dry or any of the things that myths would have told you. Just a small drink, which is, as I said, pleasurable for the donor, shall we say, and then a simple lick of your tongue will cover up the wound, so they're none the wiser. Or if they are wiser, then if they are aware of it, then they will not have to worry about it being out there. And it does not have to be the neck, of course. That is, again, more propaganda, so to speak. There are many ways of subtly feeding as well without the other person being aware of that's more your thing, though I feel you would possibly be more favourable to a consensual relationship like myself. No, there are some old friends of mine from the movies who suffice for my appetite in as much as I ever indulge it these days. Simply enough to survive the next few nights or so, and then it is done. My love, you are so beautiful. A beauty that is now eternal, my love. Shall never fade. The incredible artistry that you bring to the world is now an eternal work of art in itself. In a week, I will have to bring you to court. That no, not court as in a legal thing, although there is some legality to it. I will think more feudal. It's that sort of thing. That there's a prince, and well, the Prince of London is certainly. Let's not dwell on that. But I must present you as my child, so to speak. That's child with an E at the end, as the magnificent thing I've created. And I will probably have to go through some formalities because, as I said, I didn't really have permission to do this to you. But there is a system of favors that we can make use of, and everything will be well, my darling. For now, do not worry. Allow me, if you will, simply to kiss you, and let me introduce you to the night. We shall worry about such frivolous things when the time comes. And we are home. Oh, my darling, no, you were magnificent. Truly. Court is such a strange place, is it not? Truly. It's like an odd game where no one is who they say they are and no one says what they mean. And, it is a nightmare. I do hate it so. They all do, you know. No one likes it. No one likes the way it is. It's rather ridiculous. We could all just be honest, but we're all so untrusting of each other that, yeah, well, I guess that's what eternity can do for one. One tends to lose one's humanity, I suppose, after several hundred years. It is most strange, but... Oh, my darling, you know you shone. You shone like the beautiful star you are, that you will be forever. To the world you may be dead, but to eternity you are just beginning, my darling. That obituary of you was so moving, was it not? Yes, I confess I read it several times. I imagine you did as well. Yes, the whole way we have to keep things quiet
It's difficult, is it not? We'll find ways, I promise, that you can once again interact with the living world. It is always difficult when you're a famous face. I was nowhere near as famous as you, and I obviously had to move off the stage and to the sound side of things, backstage radio. But yeah, listen to me. But the important thing I want you to know is that you are safe now. I know the court was so strange, but you are safe. I have done what's needed. I've called in some favors, and yeah, don't worry about that, my love. It is not important. We yes, you are safe and you are protected. No one can harm you now. None of them. It will be a pleasant life for you, I know. For us, yes, for us, of course. Of course. I know the world is strange and getting stranger. Talk of war breaking out in Europe and problems with Germany, and who knows what the future could possibly hold for us, my darling. But tonight we are together. Sleep with me today, darling. The sun is coming up over the city now. Soon we will not be able to keep awake. And tomorrow night we shall rise again. My love. My darling, I hope you will forgive me this one lie. When I said we would awaken together, I knew that we would not. You see, my darling, as I said at court last night, there is a system of favours by which we trade. I called in a great many last night to ensure that you would be protected when I left, which sadly I have known for a long time. My sire required a very powerful favour from me to turn the prince's ear and allow me to embrace you that night. And I feel, out of revenge more than anything, he has decided to call it in far sooner than I expected. And that means we must be parted. I am to return to Los Angeles of all places and will be helping defend Mr. Horton in some small rebellion that is happening there. I'm sure it will not take long, and soon I shall be with you again. Should the worst happen, though, know that I regret not a moment, but to spend even these few nights with you has been the greatest pleasure of my life and unlife. The light you shone on the dance floor, and the screen is only a fraction of the light I know you will shine on the world from the shadows now, my darling. The eternal art you will bring is worth any sacrifice, and the fact I was able to reconcile the longing I felt for you these 2 decades is the most beautiful pleasure I could have imagined. Farewell, my love. Hopefully not for long. All my love, Charles.
Good evening, darling. I hope you enjoyed this romantic audio experience. Please don't forget to like, comment, share the video, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear more of this sort of material, please consider joining my Patreon community, where you'll have early access to future releases and exclusive content. To discover everything I do, visit goodeveningdarling.com.